Hi, Professor Conaway Washington. My name is Mary Murphy, and this is my presentation on technology tools, the what, how, and the why. Now, I would like to discuss how classrooms are changing with technology today. So, the traditional classroom recently changed from when COVID 19 came to the United States, and virtually everything stopped. All the schools were shut down for an entire school year, and learning went virtual. And this was really scary for a lot of teachers, for a lot of parents, a lot of students. No one knew how this was going to go. Then we came back to school with hybrid method of teaching, and all hybrid teaching is some students are learning from home, while some students are learning in the classroom, in the actual classroom setting. Now, technology is changing, and we have to change with it, or we're going to get left behind. So now what I want to talk about tonight is the Class Dojo program, what drew me to using this tool, as well as how I want to use it in my classroom. I also want to talk about the virtual field trips program, what drew me to use this tool as well, and how I want to use it in my classroom also, and how I'm going to create the best learning environment for my students. So let's talk Class Dojo program. So I found out actually that most of these school districts that I work for have used this program in some way in class somehow. It's a great way to keep the students on task for good behavior, being on task, etc. I also like about it mostly that I can also give individual points to one student instead of just the entire class. It also makes for communicating with families a lot easier because when you send a message to the parents, it puts that message in their home language for them so that way they can understand it better. And I thought that was a pretty cool feature about this program. I can also make comments on the website about what we're doing as a class, and any events that are coming up, they will be notified by private message. Parents, students, and teachers, everyone can collaborate on this website as long as it's posted on Class Story. And I got this information from the Class Dojo website. So, what drew me to Class Dojo and how I want to use it in my classroom? Simple. I like how I can give points to the kids and then take it away if they're not being on task or if they are not cooperating in my class. Using this technology, I could take pictures of what we're doing and I can send it to the parents. And this is something a lot of parents will love about this feature. Um, I want to give my students a portfolio that they can print from home. A lot of parents get really happy when their kids do really well in school and that they like to congratulate them when they get home. My parents were the same way. I would like to give the parents the opportunity to do that. I can also use the teacher's tools through this website to decorate my classroom. I have different poster ideas I can put up, which I think is really cool, and different ideas that they can give me to teach throughout the year. And it comes with videos on how parents, students, and teachers can use the website to communicate with so that way we can all communicate better. So, virtual field trips. So, this was an interesting feature that I really wanted to learn more about. I recently saw this on St. Patrick's Day in a classroom that I happened to be teaching in for the afternoon, and the kids were learning about Ireland, and that is part of my heritage, and I thought that was so cool. Um, so the teachers can set up virtual field trips to any place that they want the students to learn about. And this is mostly done in traditional classrooms and it's set up on Google Slides. And I also found out that it can be done online as well while the kids are at home and they were learning through hybrid learning. They could also view these field trips at home as well. They can learn about different places from music to dancing to food customs. I got a chance to see a few of those slides, and I thought that they were really cool, learning about the Ireland tap dancing stuff, and I got to see some of the Irish dancers. And their virtual field trips are also interactive, and they can be done as an individual assignment for kids to do. And I got this off of the Google.com website from this week. So, what drew me to virtual field trips and how I'm going to use this in my classroom? For one thing, besides being having it being seen done in classrooms, I also found out that during the COVID-19 pandemic, Can't Keep was shut down for all students. So a lot of these students were doing the virtual field trip online for Can't Keep, and that stands for Current and Environmental Educational Program. I went there myself as a kid. As a sixth grader, I got a chance to experience it myself, and it was really cool whenever I went. Um, Teachers are using virtual field trips to take their classes to new places. It'll be a great tool for me to teach my own students about new places as well. We can even have a cultural day in class where we can learn about new food, especially the customs from different areas of different parts of the world. And I want my class to have a fun experience while learning about something new, even if it is online and we can't really go anywhere. So let's talk about creating a learning advantage using these tools, Class Dojo and virtual field trips. So with these tools, I can communicate better with families because of the language barriers that do exist with some families. And what's awesome about Class Dojo is that again, the message will go into their home language as long as the parents read it and they can look at it. Um, I also want to show what we are doing in class as we are doing it. I want to take pictures and then send it to them through the Class Dojo website. I also want to do virtual field trips with my kids as well because this way they can learn something without having to leave the classroom, especially if the school's on a tight budget. Both these tools are great for learning and online learning as well, and I can create the best learning opportunity possible for my students just by being at the computer and just by doing what I ask them to do. We can get through the day just fine. And these were the references that I used for my homework this week and for this assignment. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I will see you around. Thank you.